Wiseman Company, everybody. I'm Ben.
And I'm Noah.
Today we're going to be talking about our product, the Wise Guy.
Yep, we're doing a quick overview for you guys of the Wise Guy pocket tool and everything that you can use it for, what the tools are that are on it, and basically just the color options and some of those kinds of things.
Yep, we're going to touch on the specs, you know, what's it made out of, things like that. You'll get a sneak peek at some other products that we have coming out with it. But we're going to move the camera closer, give you guys an overview of the table so you guys can get a closer look at it. Keep in mind, folks, like Noah said, this is an overview. This is not a review because it is our product. It wouldn't be fair to the product or to you guys if we reviewed our own product. So this is more of a specs and options video. So let's bring the camera closer.
Alright guys, so here's the two standard options that we have for the Wise Guy pocket tools. In the dark oil bronze that Ben has there, a lot of people think that that's black. It does appear pretty dark in sunlighting, and then if you take it out in direct sunlight, you'll see that there's a little bit of bronze flecking that's in it. It's probably our most popular color. And then the Gunmetal Gray, which is here. This is the second option, and again, this is very close behind the dark oil bronze in popularity. The pocket tools, the Wise Guys, they're made out of US sourced D2 tool steel. They are manufactured here in the United States. They're actually manufactured here in Pennsylvania, very close to where we are based. They come with the bits and bands already installed, as well as a you'll get a little tin, like a survival tin, that you can use for other things with your tool.
Alright guys, let's touch on a little bit of the function of the Wise Guy. And a lot of you are asking, like, what can I really do with that thing? You can actually do quite a bit with it. Obviously, you guys can see that it has a pry bar. We left the pry bar polished at the end just for aesthetics, nothing really particular, no particular real reason for that, just kind of looked good in our opinion. But it does have a pry bar. It has a 1/4 inch bit driver, which would obviously use your bit. If you needed to use the Phillips or flathead side, you could twist down on it accordingly, and your bit slides right back into the slot. It does have 3 sizes of box wrenches. It has 1/2 inch, 7/16, and 3/8. And I'll give you guys a closer look at those box wrenches on here.
The nice thing is, with the way the bands are set up, you can actually just sort of stretch those bands and slide those right over your bolt and or nut, and the bands actually help hold it in there.
As you can see here, it also has a cap lifter or a bottle opener, which is nice, and we'll give you a demonstration of that in a little bit. It has a lanyard hole here at the end if you guys wanted to put some paracord on it or hook it to some sort of key fob. It's a little bit big to be hanging off your keychains, but I've seen people hook these to packs, all sorts of things, plate carriers, believe it or not, but it's just an option in case you guys want it.
The overall weight of the Wise Guy with the bit is just under 5 ounces.
Yeah. The Knuckle Protector is very ergonomic. This is not a brass knuckle. It just protects your knuckles against banging stuff around. So that is an option on there as well, in case you need to protect your knuckles for some reason.
All of the Wise Guys also have chamfered edges, which allows it to be held in the hand very nicely rather than having a sharp edge. And then we do, from time to time, run limited edition colors, which also have polished chamfers, which make them really stand out and pop.
Alright, now we're going to give you a demonstration of actually using the Wise Guy on a number of things. So here we go. As you can see here, I have a bolt action. It's got a couple of rings on it to hold the scope on a base, obviously. But here's an example of where your Wise Guy would come in handy. We're just going to use the largest box wrench right here,
1/2 inch,
and put it on and tighten this thing down right here. As you can see, slides right over, and that is really snug. I didn't even have to take my rings the whole way off. I mean, you can if you want to, but I'm just gonna slide that ring back into its spot and put my bit back in, and we're good to go. So on this rifle, we have a forward vertical grip, and it's taking flatheads. Another example of the wise guy in action. Just take my bit out. I'll stick it in my 1/4-inch driver. And now I can tighten up these flatheads like so. Or loosen it if I was taking it off. When I'm done with my bit, like I said, don't have to take the bands off. Just pop her right back in there. She's good to go. The bit is not coming out of there. No one's really ever asked about that, but I can see why it would be a concern, but that thing's not coming out of there once it's in the slot. We've actually run these with only 2 bands on, and they've still been fine, but we put 3 on just as an added layer of protection. Here we have an icy cold adult beverage on this nice hot day. So just pull your wise guy out of your pocket. Simply place your cap lifter on there, and bango! You got yourself an open, icy cold beer.
So one of the things that we have been asked is about the bands. We've had a few people who have had an issue with them snapping, which can happen, and how do they get them replaced? It's actually just a normal hardware store option, so about 30 cents, and you can pick them up at Home Depot, your local True Value, Lowe's, anything like that. And the sizes on those are, we can send those to you. In standard, it's a 7/16 inner diameter, 5/8 outer diameter with a 3/32 width on the band. In metric, you can get the same thing. The inner diameter is 10 millimeter, outer diameter is 15 millimeter, and the width is 2.5 millimeters. We recommend that you actually test both of them at the hardware store, both metric and imperial, just because things get moved around and changed in those bins, and you want to find the ones that really snug up the best for your wise guy.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're just an easy, you can go, like Noah said, you can find them at anywhere hardware store. We have seen them break in the past. You know, it's not very common, but it does happen, and it's an easy fix, and we wanted it to be an easy fix. Here's a demonstration of the Knuckle Protector in my hand. As Noah said earlier in the videos, we removed any sharp edge by chamfering the whole wise guy, inner and outer parts, all got chamfered. We didn't have to do that, but it just makes the wise guy so much more ergonomic. You can see these half moon cuts on each side. This just allows your hand just to sit right in here nicely.
Obviously, one of the questions that we get is carrying, things like that. Just here's a quick sneak peek. Very soon we will have a Kydex option. We're working on the final settings and getting that all set up for you. But it'll be able to be carried either inside the waistband or in a vertical position, or outside the waistband in a horizontal position.
Kind of scout style. We wanted to give you guys options right out of the gate, and these are going to give you 2 great options, as Noah said, inner or outer. And the retention is awesome. You can actually hear the click when you put them in. So these will be out shortly, so stay tuned for these. Alright, so a lot of you folks are probably asking now, what's this little guy gonna cost me? We are retailing these for $85 with free shipping, so that's $85 shipped. You can get them off our website at wisemencompany.com, or send us a direct message on Instagram.
Or on Facebook. We've had some people contact us through Facebook for them as well. Or you can shoot us an email on our website. Please understand, if you do go to the website, a lot of times it will show that they are out of stock. We can still take pre-orders for them. We are trying to get ahead of the game with manufacturing, but they've been so popular that it's been difficult for us to actually keep any in stock on the website. If you want to be guaranteed to get one, sending us a message and having pre-ordering it is the best way. We ship these via USPS, so you'll get it in the mail. And like I said, it does come in a cool survival tin that you'll be able to use for some other things.
Alright guys, so that gave you a little better look at our pocket tool, the Wise Guy. We've had it out on the market for a little while now, but we thought it was about time to give you guys a real close-up look, a real overview of our product, and we appreciate you taking the time to watch this video.
Absolutely. If you've made it this far, this is your first time with us, please take a moment and hit that subscribe button. We really appreciate you guys taking the time to subscribe to our channel. Remember, here at the Wise Men Company, we're all about being prepared, being armed, being informed, and being involved. And that plays right into why we designed and made this tool, so that you can be prepared, sort of a defensive option for you if you need to have it that way, and those kinds of things. So we appreciate it, and take a moment, leave us a comment, let us know what you think, and down below, we appreciate your feedback.
Absolutely. We'll see you in the next video, guys.
See ya.